David, who's the new manager going to be?
I have no idea, and I am very honest about it. I have some idea, obviously, we all do, but if I could sit here and tell you definitively who it was, I would have led with that. I think it's been quite clear, actually, and this is the difference between I think, between fan media and traditional media, is we are just being honest. And the honest truth is that nobody knows. And I think you've seen this week, Martin, a lot of the press coming a cropper where they've said one thing one day, then the next day it's something totally contradictory. And the reason for that is simple. I can tell you why that's not happening. The reason for this is simple. Usually you get stuff from the club, or you know people at the club and you've built up a relationship over the years with people at the club at all levels of the club. That's changing now because the people coming in are new. Now, there are three people who know who Rangers are going to hire. Literally, there are three at this point because the board haven't had the thing run by them yet. And the three people, well, probably four, because I would assume Andrew Kavanagh does as well. But the three people making this decision are Patrick Stewart, Kevin Thelwell, and Greta Steinson, and they ain't talking to anybody. So it's speculation at the moment. Now, certain stuff comes out from the other end because it's a two-way process, obviously. So the names that have emerged have come from people close to them or from their agent or whatever.
Or from Debbie.
Or from Debbie, yes. In the case of David Ancelotti, that came from Madrid. So it came from his end, I would assume, from his agent. It went to Marca, who are the in-house paper of Real Madrid. So you know we can take that as being good. And Guillaume Balaguer's been talking about it. So you don't need to be Columbo to work out where that came from. Russell Martin, similarly, his agent is out trying to get him work at the moment, looking for jobs and looking for opportunities. And in the case of Gerrard, there's nothing really coming from his camp, but obviously there are more established relationships with people who've been around him. And I think that's where that name has come from as well. But I think it's fairly obvious that it's down to maybe three, but I think that it looks as though Russell Martin's going to Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
So it looks as though he's going there. Uh, and again, this may be another reason why Rangers get dropped in. The two things could happen there. One, he knows that dropping a big name like Rangers might get a club to hurry up and confirm an offer to him. And the other thing, it could be that he's been waiting for Rangers, and Rangers have said, actually, thanks, but no thanks. And he's went, right, okay, I'll take the Leicester job. So there's all manner of things going on. Personally, I've said this before, I've kind of thought it would be Gerrard since the start of it. And until I see different, I'm going to stick to that. I've no reason not to think that to this point. The one thing the club is saying is they don't expect an announcement this week. Now, they cover themselves with that word expect.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice qualifier in there. It means that if they change their mind, they can go, oh, we didn't expect to, but obviously we have. But that is what they're saying, but they are giving no hints whatsoever to names. So when you're seeing, as I say in the papers, this is why we're seeing these jumps, because they are operating in the dark a wee bit more than they were, say, when it was Clement, and because there are relationships there that are no longer valid, and the new people haven't been here yet to establish a relationship, Steinson, Thelwell, etc. And Thelwell's got the perfect cover, hasn't he? If anyone contacts him and says, what's happening at Rangers, he can say, sorry, I'm an Everton employee up until June the 1st, so I can't talk, it would be disrespectful, yada, yada, and there's not really any comeback to that. So, yeah, I mean, Balaguer tonight said it's Ancelotti or Gerrard. And then, we've had the Russell Martin thing that's been mentioned as well. I think that we are very close now to an appointment being made, and we just have to wait and see. And of course, just to muddy the waters even further, maybe they've got another option. They're using these guys as a smokescreen. Wouldn't it be ideal if we were all off talking about person A, person B, and person C, and they're talking to person D? I don't think that's the case, though. But you can never rule it out. So, yeah, it's the one thing you get from us in fan media. We don't hunt clicks and we don't say pish to get you to come and see stuff. We don't know. Nobody knows for sure except those three guys, and they ain't telling anybody.